In your audio, certain letters like S's and T's may have a higher pitched hiss sound to them, and this is called sibilance. It's incredibly annoying to hear in your audio, and it's something that I've had trouble dealing with for a while.
If anyone here
thinks they have the perfect audio with no sibilance,
I invite them to step forward.
Severus Snape, my audio has no sibilance, you silly scallywag.
As you can imagine, I was expelled from Hogwarts after that. All weirdness aside, there is a free built-in effect in Final Cut Pro that can help you reduce sibilance. It's called De-Esser. So with your audio clip selected, drag the tool De-Esser onto your audio clip. This tool can be found in your Effects tab. Compared to the compressor, which I've gone over using in a previous video about voice audio, there's not too many dials or knobs in this tool. We have two sides, Detector and Suppressor. Detector detects those sharp S's and T's based on whatever frequency you choose. Those sibilant sounds could lie in different frequencies depending on the person speaking, so you'll have to play your audio while you adjust the frequency. Generally though, you'll set this anywhere from 5,000 to 10,000. You'll notice down here we have this monitor tab. This lets us isolate the detector, sensitivity, and suppressor so we can dial things in. So let's quickly run through the process. The first thing we'll do is start with the detector. Side note, your audio will play pretty quietly with this one selected.
Smooth contrast helps to make bright, blown-out highlights and dark crushed shadows a little...
Find the general frequency where you can really notice those S and T sounds.
Contrast helps to make bright, blown-out highlights and dark crushed shadows a little...
Like I mentioned before, generally they'll lie in the 5,000 to 10,000 range. Then flip your monitor to sensitivity. The more you increase the sensitivity, the more of that detected sound will come through and be suppressed. Having this audio monitor up is really useful because you can hear the exact sounds that will be suppressed. So if I swing this in a range that definitely won't have sibilance, you can tell that pretty easily. Let's find where the S and T sounds are most pronounced. And I would say right about here, around 6,000 or so. Right here, it's coming through the strongest, I'd say. Also, you can see when any suppression is happening because this activity LED will light up orange when you play the audio. Generally, a good point to set the sensitivity to is about halfway. But once again, it depends on the person's voice. Smoothing will allow for a more gradual introduction of the suppression, if that makes sense. Basically, the minimizing of the S's and T's in your audio won't be so abrupt. So as an example, you can hear that with no smoothing, it is very harsh. It quickly pops in and out. With max smoothing, you could hear that I was kind of picking up the rest of my words, and we don't really want that. Lastly, we have the suppressor. This side will allow us to choose what frequencies in your audio will be suppressed and how much they will be suppressed by. What I've been doing is using the suppressor monitor to adjust slightly by bringing up the strength and then finding a general frequency that sounds good. Smooth contrast helps to make bright, blown-out highlights and dark crushed and then I'll switch to off to find out what sounds the best for the audio overall. Smooth contrast helps to make bright, blown-out highlights and dark crushed shadows a little bit more usable in your videos. As far as I know, and correct me if I'm wrong, any audio engineers out there, you'll want your frequency for your suppressor to be in a similar range as your detector frequency. Smooth contrast helps to make bright, blown-out highlights and dark crushed shadows. Okay, so we went from this, smooth contrast helps to make bright, blown-out highlights, and to this. Smooth contrast helps to make bright, blown-out highlights and dark crushed shadows. I chopped up a small section so you can hear the before and after a little bit better. Hopefully I was able to pass along some helpful tips today. If you found this useful in any way, I would really appreciate you clicking the thumbs up button and subscribe if you have not already. I come out with new videos every week all about filmmaking and editing. Have a great day.